In this video, we are looking at They Don't Know But Ariana Grande from the film Trolls. Now, this one's quite cool for beginner guitar players because we can use maybe just one finger for pretty much most of it. And it's good for developing guitarists because we can add a little bit of extra in some of the different sections. So let's go through the different sections of the song. We'll go break it down. There's only three. An intro slash verse, same chords, a pre-chorus, and then a chorus. So let's zoom in and take a little look at the intro and the verse. So the intro slash verse only contains two chords, for the very beginner anyway. So we're going to use just one finger, so third finger, third fret of the E string to play our G chord. Just going to strum three strings there, third, second and first string. Then you go to your C chord, just first finger on the B string fret 1, and we're going to do G, B and E strings again. And that's it, it's a bar of each of those chords. So you do your G, 1, 2, 3, 4 to the C, 2, 3, 4, back to G, 2, 3, 4 and C, 2, 3, 4. And that just repeats round. Now the verse comes in at 10 seconds into the song, it comes in at 1 minute into the song, and it comes in at 2 minutes 23 into the song. So you've got three verses throughout, basically. Now, to make this a bit more interesting for the intermediate player, we could just basically put in more chords. So you start with your G chord again. Now you could do the one finger, you could bring in the three finger G, whichever one you're obviously happiest with. We could then do a three finger C. And we can even sneak in, if you're happy with that, again, you could leave it there just with the three finger versions, or you could do a split bar for your C, meaning there's two chords in that bar. So the second chord is a D chord. So you could go G for a whole bar, 1, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, D, 4. So that split bar there of C and D is 1, 2, 3, 4. So you go G, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, D. Now if that's not mean enough, you want more of a challenge, there's even another chord we could bring in, which is a G slash B. And that comes in on the first bar, so you have a split bar there. You do G, and then the G slash B is the G chord from the B note, which is the second fret of the A string. So it's G, then C, D. So G, from the A string, C, D. Now if you want to make that even more interesting, you could really highlight that bass note. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can see I'm just really emphasizing that bass note. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. It sounds quite cool to put in this kind of percussive slapping or kind of muted strumming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are three different versions we can do of the intro slash verse, just bringing in more chords and then ending with that more funky kind of strumming. Again, I'm not going to go too much into that. If you don't really understand that kind of strumming, it's not for you, and just bring it back a stage. But start off just definitely with the one strum per bar, then build up to your 2, then your 3, then your 4, and just build up like that. The next section of song we're going to look at is the pre-chorus. Now this only has two chords, it has a C and a D. So you can go for the beginner version, which is one finger for C, and even then just open D. It's quite a nice way of, easy way of playing D. So C, then open D. Or you could do obviously your three finger version, so your three finger C, and then your three finger D. You've got a whole bar of each, so it's going to be your 1, 2, 3, 4 to the D, 2, 3, 4 back to C, 2, 3, 4 and then D. Now that's the beginner version, and then the intermediate version, put in these kind of three finger chords, obviously the intermediate. You can then build up strum patterns, maybe a 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like a down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down. 1, 2, E and So a bit more of an interesting strum pattern, a bit tricky. So down, down, up, up, down, down sounds pretty cool. Now there's one chord we can bring in here for the more advanced students, and this is a B7/D sharp. I mean, it's a B7 chord, for those that know that. You take it from the D string. So it's basically first finger, first fret on the D string, third finger, second fret on the G, and little finger, second fret on the E string, and that goes from the D string down. Now that's a split bar from D to this B7/D sharp. So for the last time around the pre-chorus, so it repeats. So last time round, you do your chorus, one, that's chorus, you do your C chord, 1, 2, 3, 4, then D, then your B7/D sharp. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it comes in on beat 3. So again, once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if you know B7, it might be easy to play the B7, but take it from the D string rather than trying to remove that finger and just try and get this 3-finger shape. And there we go. That is the pre-chorus. That comes in at 30 seconds through the song and 1 minute 24. Okay, last section, we have the chorus. Now we can do this again with easier chords. So 1 finger G, just the top 3 strings. We can do then our C, which is the 1 finger. And you repeat that, G again, and C, so you repeat it twice. On the third time, you do an E minor, which you can do with no fingers. Open G, B, and E. And then you got your C, 1 finger. Then you go back to G, and C. So that again, we have our G and C around twice. Then we have E minor, C, G, C. So G, C, G, C, E minor, C, G, and C. Now we can do, again, for an intermediate version, we can do our 3 and 2 finger chords for the E minor. We can do our 3 finger G, 3, 4, then C. And even put in that split bar of the D if you wanted to. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, goes around twice. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Then E minor. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then C. Then D. Then G. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. For those who want more of a challenge, you can put in the G/B as well. So you got your G, G/B, C, D. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that rhythm sounds quite nice as well. If you don't want to be quite so funky, just do a strum, stop, strum, stop. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But again, the more kind of advanced version there. And the chorus comes in at 40 seconds in the song, 1 minute 33, and 2 minutes 32. So there we go. There are the 3 parts to the song. You can see it's not too mean. There's quite a lot of repetition, but there's these ways we can obviously make it harder. So 1 finger chords to start with, then bring in your 3 and 2 finger versions for the chorus where you've got the E minor, is 1 by 2 fingers, and then bring in the strum pattern, accenting the bass notes. And you could just do that, put it maybe in a strum and a stop, sounds quite cool. And build up the hand. Again, emphasising those bass notes, really try and get them to cut through. And it builds up quite a nice tune. But again, start slow with 1 finger chords, then just gradually build it up. First goal should always be get through the song as quickly as possible, then come back and basically add in these fancy extra bits. So there we go. There is They Don't Know by Ariana Grande, and I'll see you in another video.